This is 3 Minute Thursday, where I share something I think is worth sharing. Not because I know everything and not because I practice everything perfectly, but because these are things I need to hear, and I also think in weird ways, so maybe you need to hear it too. I was struck by the fact that apparently the average Instagram user scrolls 350 feet a day, which I know I have a big phone, but this is like maybe 5 inches. So 350 feet of scrolling, that's a lot of time spent on Instagram. So I was thinking about what we do when we're on Instagram, and we pretty much go to Instagram to look at pictures, maybe be inspired, but for the most part we scroll mindlessly. And that's a-okay, I do that when I'm on Instagram. But this morning, I got sucked in when I wanted to intentionally seek the Lord, and I wanted to be in prayer. And so I'm all about worshiping in unconventional ways. So I was like, you know what? Instead of running away from Instagram and thinking that Instagram is the devil, how do I embrace that and how do I bring God into it? This is certainly not to replace a Bible study, but it's just a different perspective you can come into Instagram with when maybe you want to be a little bit more intentional with your time. So open up Instagram app, and this is the first picture we get. That is someone I follow. She's super beautiful and in a beautiful place, Sydney, Australia. And instead of thinking, man, I wish I looked like that, man, I wish my abs looked like that, and I wish I was in Australia, instead of having a mindset of depravity and ungratefulness and like oh, my life is so sad. It's a mindless thought that I never think about. It's kind of a subconscious thought, and so by being intentional, I can say, God, thank you so much for sending us to Tasha and for her posting this picture today, because it really is an inspiration. Moving on. I follow a lot of people and things that inspire me. So this is nature_org, and there's some pictures of some monkeys, chimpanzees. Instead of just scrolling past that like I normally would and being like, oh, that's cute, I shoot out a little prayer and say, Lord, thank you so much for bringing this picture to my attention today. Thank you for all of the animal kingdom. Thank you for just the diversity that you've created and how much thought you've put into each and every animal and plant and insect. When you start thinking that way, you come with a perspective of gratitude rather than ungratefulness. Instead of wishing you were somewhere else or wishing you were someone else, just try and have an attitude of gratitude. It's not always simple, and it is more work than mindlessly scrolling, but it can really change your day and it can change your perspective.